your job has a number attached to it. The probability that by 2035, AI does most of your job. For some people, that number is 95%. For others, it's 10%. And when AI does most of the work, companies usually need fewer people to do it. The scary part? Most people guess that number completely wrong. But the future is probabilistic. On this channel, we don't predict the future, we assign probabilities to it. In the next few minutes, I'll use the latest AI trends, economic data, and expert forecasts to answer one question. Which careers are most likely to survive the age of AI? And for how long? To understand which jobs are the safest, you first need to understand what AI struggles with. It's not knowledge, it's not creativity anymore. The real barriers are different. The first is the physical world. AI lives inside computers, and the real world is messy. We'll come back to that. The second barrier is responsibility. When something important happens, we still want a human accountable. A judge, a surgeon, a CEO. Someone has to make the final call. The third barrier is trust. When buying a service, people don't pay just for expertise. They pay for reassurance, empathy, confidence in someone you believe you can trust. That's why some professions remain surprisingly resilient even as AI becomes more capable. So let's move beyond headlines and look at the actual forecast with one question. What are the odds AI does most of your job by 2035? Let's start with the most exposed careers. The first category is routine information work. Customer support, data entry, translation, basic accounting, admin. These jobs live almost entirely inside a computer, which is exactly where AI gets better, faster, and cheaper every single month. Odds AI does most of your job by 2035? 95%. These jobs may not disappear, but many companies may need only a fraction of today's workforce. Second category, let's call them knowledge professionals. Software developers, legal experts, financial analysts, accountants, engineers. Many people assume these jobs are safe because they require expertise. But AI is learning them too. And the work is shifting from doing the task to checking that AI did the task. Odds that AI does most of the job? 90%. The profession survives, but you go from doing the work to signing off on it. Then come leaders and coordinators, managers, executives, project leads. Their job is not information, it's decision. AI can write the report, crunch the numbers, recommend solutions, but someone still has to choose and own that choice. Odds AI does most of the work? 45%. The paperwork disappears, and so do half of the managers. The ones who stay make more decisions. The next category are what I call high-trust professions. Doctors, therapists, judges, nurses, trial lawyers. Here, people don't only want the right answer. They want a human standing behind it, especially when the stakes are their health, their freedom, their life. Odds that AI does most of the work? 35%. AI may become the world's best advisor, but no one wants to hear a life-changing decision by a screen. The last categories are skilled physical trades. Electricians, plumbers, mechanics, industrial technicians. These hit the hardest wall of all, the physical world. AI can process billions of data points in milliseconds, but a multi-million-dollar robotic arm still struggles to untangle a knot or fix something it has never seen before. So the odds that AI does most of the job for you is 10%. For now, your hands remain harder to replicate than your brain. But here's the twist. Most people picture AI as a wave that wipes out jobs overnight. History suggests something different. The jobs mostly stay. What changes is who or what does the work inside them. So the real risk in 2035 probably is not being replaced by a machine, it's being replaced by a person who knows how to use one. And here's the quiet upside. When one person can do what used to take 5, the ones who adapt often end up doing more and getting paid more. So what's the verdict? The safest jobs are no longer the ones that need a big brain. They are the ones protected by trust, by responsibility, by the stubborn mess of the real world. But the safety of your job is only half of the story. Because winners of this shift are not on today's list. Next time, we flip the question, which careers will thrive because of AI? Not survive, thrive. This was Future Odds. Subscribe today, and I'll see you in the future.